they will help you. Understood? Here 3 points. Arjuna was in difficulty, first point. Arjuna surrendered unto Shri Krishna, number 2 point. Number 3, and consequently this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So with us also, it will only be spoken to us when you surrender to Krishna. Why? You don't become a devotee in the first instance only. You understand my position is precarious. I am in a difficult situation in this material world. Everywhere I see people are not successful. People are unhappy. People are suffering. They may have money, they may have fame, then also. Nowadays you have paper full of some model has committed suicide on the top of her career. People are aspiring to become that, and she is doing what? Suicide. Great, na? What you are aspiring for, she has already attained it. But suicide is the highest point of frustration. That means reaching that position also creates frustration. But a Krishna devotee, Yudhishthira Maharaj was famous all over the world, much famous than this model during his time, but never frustrated. A devotee is never frustrated because he has got backing of real knowledge. He's got backing of real. And what is real knowledge? The Bhagavad Gita is real knowledge. Rest is illusory knowledge, illusion knowledge. Maya Gyan. One is illusion and one is Satya Gyan. This Bhagavad Gita is truth. Not only Arjuna, but every one of us is full of anxiety because of this material existence. Every one of us is in suffering because of. Now, Arjuna was in physical pain or mental pain? Mental suffering. Which is more, you can say, more grievous, serious. Mental or physical? Mental torture is more serious. It is grievous. Very difficult to handle. It converts to suicide. Where does it convert to? Suicide if it is not taken care of. We have such big aspirations. But when they don't get fulfilled, what happens to us? So here Prabhupada says, but not only Arjuna, but every one of us is full of anxieties because of this material existence. Why are they in anxiety? Because of material existence. Oh my God. Try to understand this point. The root cause of our suffering is material existence. Like the doctor says, I still remember that sometimes there is stomach pain, actually it is a heart attack. It is not in the heart, it is in the stomach. But a good qualified doctor understands, this problem is where? In the heart. Like a person who does not know what is a heart attack will say, my left arm is paining. Yes, there is a pain in the left arm. Hai na? Constriction. And then what is happening here? But a person who knows about it, hey, you got a heart attack. Hey, are you crazy? Heart is here. But the pain is here. So in the same way, cause of suffering is? No, you don't believe that. You believe that cause of suffering is less of money, less of fame, right? Less of material opulence. That is what you think. So that is why you are treating the arm, whereas you should treat the heart. You should go to the heart of the problems, not symptoms of the problems. Because problem in heart and pain in the hand, arm, put pain in the arm. That is what is happening with the world today. They do not know what is the cause. The cause is material existence. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Dukhalyam ashashvatam. This is the house of suffering. Because everything here is temporary. So what does that mean? Get away from material existence. How? No. You want to get out of the flood waters. I understand water will drown me. So I should get out of the water. Flood is there. How will you get out of the water? You have to use the water to get out of the water. If you know swimming, what will you swim on? Air or water? The same water which will drown you. If you know swimming, you will use the same water to get out of the water. So in the same way, but first thing one has to understand what? That this water is the cause of my drowning. I have to save myself from this water by staying afloat of the water. Right or wrong? Understood? A smart person and very smart will do what? Catch a boat. Because how long can he swim? The flood waters are for few kilometers and kilometers, and what will happen? Again useless. So take relationship. Ship of relation with whom? Krishna, Guru, Sadhu. Take that. Relation. What is prem? Is relation. What is love? Love with Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Shri Krishna. No, don't develop relation with anyone else. What will happen? 100% you will drown. I guarantee. They are the maximum divorces between people who love and get married. Arranged marriage is least divorce. Love marriage, maximum divorce. Oh, what a combination. And still people are fools. They will use statistics for other things, statistics. This statistics says this thing, this thing, this thing. But when it comes to relationship, lallu, fool. In the house, only one person can be the head. But a girl who can leave her parents, who can go against her parents, she can hit you also. So you can understand. Common sense. I used to talk like this. I was a woman who can give up everything for you. That means she can give up her parents. That means she can give you up also. She's got a practice of doing what? Giving up. And she will do it. And that's what happens. Today I was just talking to someone. So he was saying that girl is saying that how can I get married to someone I do not know? मैंने okay, very good. Tell her, does she know herself? Others to bhul jao. I will ask your father to tell that does he know your wife, his wife, that is your mother, perfectly? Sorry, never. You do not know yourself also, because sometimes it happens. In certain circumstances, you act in such a way that you also get shocked that how could I act in these circumstances like this? I did not know that this nature also I had, and this carries on till the end of your life. So how do you know? You do not know yourself, and you are talking of knowing the other person. Such a foolish statement. So this is all bogus. Marriage is not something to be enjoyed. Please understand, this human life of form is not something to be enjoyed. It is something from which you have to get something. A person who enjoys in his young days is actually suffers in his old age. And a person who works hard in his young days enjoys in the old age. Right or wrong? So actually this human form of life is atato brahma jigyasa. Now you have got this human form of life. Now inquire of getting out of this suffering. How to get out of this suffering. That is what actually you should think. But no, you are thinking of enjoying. You are in water and you are thinking how I will become dry. So you put 2 more buckets of water on yourself. You will get more wet or dry. Tell me. You are actually challenging the Creator directly. Your direct confrontation with the Creator. A person who's thinking of enjoying this material world is in direct confrontation with the Creator. With your father, you have got direct confrontation with your father. Direct. Right or wrong, tell me. Is it correct? You are in direct confrontation. The person who has made this chemical potassium cyanide, he says it is poison, and you say, no, it is nectar. So you are direct confrontation with whom? The person who has made it. And when you drink it, what is going to happen? You will die. So please, for God's sake, don't let this word, like we say in student life, if anyone gets this word into his dictionary of enjoyment, he's finished. Is it right or wrong? No, full life, no. People who have put their name in history have actually kept this word out of their dictionary. Let's take some, I'm talking of material example, not spiritual. Mahatma Gandhi, any time did he think of enjoying? If he thought of enjoying, he would have never been Mahatma Gandhi. Nothing. You are getting entangled in your work. Bogus statement. There is nothing called enjoyment. When the Creator says everything is temporary, how can you enjoy? Your work, what you are doing, is temporary. The result will be temporary, and temporary thing will give happiness, enjoyment. You have to be a mad fool. What you have to be? A mad fool, because a mad person only thinks temporary things will give enjoyment. Right or it is right? It's correct. So that's what we are trying to understand in this material world. We're going to talk about in detail that why this material world is place of suffering. Till you don't understand this, you will not try to get out of this situation. When does a student start working hard and studying? When it realizes that this is going to be basis for the life, then only he becomes serious towards his studies. Right? Is it correct or wrong? There are many, you have gone to colleges, you must be having people who have been just coming for enjoyment to college. Basically not in the technical field, but mostly in the BA, BCom, BSc, all these, what is that? Big rich man's fun, coming for enjoyment. Rich man's daughter coming there for what? Wearing all sort of nonsense dresses to attract attention. Right? Coming in fancy cars. Why all this? They have not understood that education is important. And some foolish students who are his class fellows, who are not rich as him, also think this is life, and he gets some chamchas. Right? He gets some and he will enjoy. And they say, and after college, they will become PN, and he is sitting in boss's office. And then when this person will come to meet him, he will say, I do not know you. I don't have time for you. You are a PN, what can I gain from you? That was the time I wanted to enjoy. I wanted some chamchas round, so I had you, people. You made a fool out of you. But that's not the goal. So the Prabhupada says, our very existence, listen to this very attentively. Our very existence is in the atmosphere of non-existence. Our very existence is in the atmosphere of, right or wrong? It is right. Because this body is going to become non-existent. Everything around you will going to become non-existent. And it can become non-existent at any moment of time. Youngsters don't meet with accidents, die. Our existence is actually in the atmosphere of non-existence. Another example. You were a child, now you are a grown-up person. So what is non-existent now? Child. This youngster, you are young, this also